warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will introduce myself. My name is Mesha Melani Putri. I will tell you about Martha Christina Tiahahu. Martha Christina Tiahahu was a female warrior who fought against the Dutch colonial army. At the age of 17, Martha became one of the leaders of the Maluku People Army. Martha played a role in the battle against the Dutch on Saparua Island, precisely in our village Ulat. For her brave struggle, Martha was nicknamed as the Sri Kandi of Maluku. Life: Martha Christina Tiahahu was born in Maluku, January 4, 1800. She was a girl from Abubu village on Nusa Laut Island. Martha became the eldest child of Captain Paulus Tiahahu. By the time Martha was 17 years old, she had begun to follow in her father's footsteps, leading the resistance on Nusa Laut Island. Martha was known as a brave girl and consequent to her ideals. With her long hair pulled back, Martha accompanied her father in every battle, both on Nusa Laut Island and Saparua Island. From day to night, she always participated in the construction of defense camps. In fact, Martha not only took up arms, she also encouraged the women to help the men on the battlefield. We have a female figure from Maluku who led the resistance against the Dutch government arbitrariness in Martha Christina Tiahahu. While Martha was accompanying her father to lead the resistance on Nusa Laut Island, at the same time Captain Patimura was also fighting the Dutch in Saparua. The resistance in Saparua spread to Nusa Laut and the surrounding area. The resistance in Saparua was based on the monopolization of the speech trade by the Dutch through the Hongi Voyage in Maluku. Then Maluku misery arose because of the mandatory submission policy in the form of submitting salted fish, coffee and other marine products to the Dutch. When resistance occurred, some of the people troops along with the king and Pati moved to Saparua to help Captain Patimura. This assistance met to Dutch who were about to take over Fort Beverwijk Guanajuato. On October 10, 1817, Fort Beaufort fell to the Dutch without any resistance. Meanwhile, the battle in Saparua was still raging. Because the supply of bullets was rising, they retreated to the Ulat Au mountain. Among the troops were Martha and the king and Pati of Nusa Laut. On October 11, 1817, Dutch troops led by Reysemont moved Ulat. However, they were successfully repulsed. Not stopping there, Major Bates and Reysemont returned to fight with a force of 1,000 soldiers. However, in this battle, Reysemont was shot dead. Major Bates and his troops tried to hold out on the slope of our country. In the midst of the ferocity of this battle, a teenage girl emerged who defeated the enemy bullets. She was Martha Christina Tiahahu. While accompanying her father in the fight, Martha encouraged the women of Ulat and out to join the men in the battle. This was the first time the Dutch faced women in combat. The battle intensified after a bullet hit the neck of one of the Dutch leaders. Major Bates' command was then taken by Vermeulen Kringer, the captain. On the October 12, 1817, Vermeulen ordered a general attack on the troops. When the people troops attacked again using stones, the Dutch officers realized that they had run out of bullets. Vermeulen gave the command to leave the camp and launch another attack. As a result, Martha and her father were captured and taken to the Everstand. It was on this ship that the captive met Captain Patimura. The captive, interrogated by Boykus, a Dutch bureaucrat, and sentenced. However, the very young Martha was released by Boykus, while her father was sentenced to death. On October 6, 1817, Martha and her father were brought to Nusa Laut. They were held at Fort Beaufort while awaiting the execution of her father. end of life. In December 1817, Martha and 29 others were captured and taken on the ship Everest to Java. Martha and her colleagues were taken for forced labor on a coffee plantation. During her time on the ship, Martha had dehydration and she refused to eat and received treatment. As a result, on January 2, 1818, Martha breathed her last. Martha's body was laid to rest with military honors in the Bandasi. Bandasi is a sea located in Maluku.